Hello everyone. It's been a couple weeks since I posted the initial burn video for this Pit Boss pellet grill and charcoal grilling combo. So far I've really liked it, and I hope this review helps folks make a decision on whether it'd be a good fit for them. First and foremost, this was a really hard grill to find. The only spot I could find this particular grill was at Tractor Supply. So if you have one of those nearby, I would highly recommend going and checking it out. Also, this combination with the pellet grill and charcoal grilling is a really hard combo to come by as well. Most of the time you'll see the pellet grilling on this side and a gas grill over here. For us and our family, we haven't done gas grilling in a very long time, many years. We just prefer either pellet grilling and smoking or charcoal grilling. So for us, finding this combination was great. I was able to downsize from a separate pellet grill and a separate charcoal grill, bring it all together and save us a lot of space on the deck here. Now first, I will say, so far, I have really enjoyed this. The price point was great. There is also a few things that I would change about this and some upgrades that I did myself that, because of the price of this, I felt justified in being able to do a little bit upgrades and adjusting on my own with it. So this particular grill, we saw it online for $5.99. It was on sale for $3.50. So we jumped all over it, got it set up, and today I'll kind of take you through and zoom in on some of the things that I did to adjust it to match my needs, and then also just bring it all together and give a full in-depth review on it. So first, before we dive into things I changed, the things that I do really like about it. The Pit Boss hopper holds a lot of pellets, but it's also very easy and user-friendly to get it going. It regulates temperature really well. I haven't needed to adjust things much. I've noticed a little fluctuation in the temperature, but not enough to be alarmed by. It's been easy to get things cooked evenly with great flavor. Nothing's burning or drying out. It's been a really good pellet grill and smoker to use. Now, so far, we've done pork chops, chicken breasts, and burgers, and all of those have turned out really great. One thing that I didn't realize about Pit Boss that I've enjoyed as a feature, and I'll zoom in on it here in a little bit, is it has a flame broiler option. So that heat deflector shield has the ability to slide open so you can get direct flame. What we've really enjoyed that for in particular has been when we do burgers. We can do a little bit of a slow cook with that smoke beforehand and finish it off with a little direct heat to get a little sear and a little bit of those grill marks on the outside. Now, when we have that shut and we're cooking chicken breasts, it cooks really evenly. I would recommend not to put your chicken breast directly over that spot, as it can be a little warmer right there, but that's not uncommon for pellet grills to be right over top of that direct flame to be a little warmer there. But so far, the pellet grill side I really like. Charcoal grill side, I do enjoy this, but this was the side that I did a few upgrades myself on. What I noticed with this when I opened it up was the charcoal basket at the bottom just rests on the bottom. There's no adjustability up and down, so if you want the heat closer or farther away, you don't have that option. It's just at the bottom. So once again, because of that price point that this came in at, it was easy for me to justify getting an aftermarket ashtray charcoal basket for the bottom. The kind I got, I'll link it in the description, was just off Amazon. It was about $35. It adjusted side to side and gave me the ability to go up and down. Now, the nice thing about this is, although it doesn't have the hooks on the side to hang it on, there are some ways to hang that off the inside, which we'll dive into now. But it gave me that flexibility that I was needing in order to have more control over my charcoal grilling. All right, so I got this opened up so y'all can see it. And yeah, it's a little dirty now. We've used it quite a bit since getting it. But you can see that adjustable pan that I got. It allows me to raise it up quite a bit off the ground. Gets a little bit more direct airflow from the outside in, as well as the ability to move it up and down. Now, how I did that was I just bought some S-hooks from the local hardware store and hung it off the rack here. getting a little bit of a glare, but you can see these S hooks. So the shelf for that top rack has those holes in it. What that allowed me to do was hang that down, and I can hang that charcoal rack off of that if I want it closer, or I can simply take it off those S hooks and let it hang at the bottom. Once again, not a requirement and really not a deal breaker, but something that I found that I liked the adjustability on, and this was a really cheap way. S hooks included, we're talking about a $35 to $40 investment to update that. Now, in order to make that adjustment work, you can see these notches. I just simply cut out a couple notches so it would sit nicely on here. I know that might sound silly to some, but there's a lot of people out there I see with $1,000 grills, and I would never do that to something like that. But with something that was $350, it made it really easy to do that. I also cut out a little notch on the grilling rack itself, so that way it could slide over and accommodate that up and down movement that I had. All right, so once again, the charcoal grill side I have really enjoyed. To some watching this review, the thought of taking those grill grates and cutting out notches to fit these S hooks might sound a little crazy. But honestly, when you think about it, you get a grill like this, if you're able to customize it a little bit while also saving hundreds of dollars on some of the higher priced pellet grill combo grills out there, this seemed well worth it to me. So it was an easy adjustment. I've been using it that way for a couple weeks now, and I've loved it. It's given me a lot of flexibility. The only thing that I would change is this top rack is a little too deep. It's about 11.5 inches deep, which is great if you're wanting to fill up and maximize your space. But if you're trying to flip burgers down here, it doesn't give you a lot of room to do your maneuvering. If it was 7 inches or so in that depth, it would give you that room to flip. That would probably be my only other adjustment I would do. So for me, I'm looking at either some aftermarket racks or just trimming it down myself again. Once again, I acknowledge that that sounds crazy to some people, buying a grill and then starting to cut up pieces of it, but the grill itself has been great. If I can just adjust those grilling racks to match our grilling style and needs, that seems like a no-brainer, and I'm still under $400 by a pretty substantial margin as I got this on sale. So charcoal grill side has been great. We're learning how to adjust to it, but now that I've got these adjustments made, it's been working amazing for us. Gets up to temperature really well when you have the vents open, regulates well. I've been very happy with this side of it, and it was a huge space saver based on what we had before. All right, so over to the pellet grilling side. First off, very basic control. I don't have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, but for me, that is just fine. I got some really nice Therm Pro wireless temp spikes is what they're called, and those have been a game changer. It has the Bluetooth app to my phone, and I get the same sort of regulations that I would with this. Now, the pellet hopper size, it holds quite a bit. I'm blanking on it. I'll put it in the description, the exact amount, but it holds a ton and doesn't seem to burn through a ton, so it's pretty efficient. On the pellet grill and smoking side, I took one of the grates out so you could see. The flame broiler option that I had mentioned before, you can see those grates down in here. There is a handle out on the side that you can slide back and forth. So if you want that direct heat, you have that ability to slide back and forth. And don't judge, it's due for a cleaning, but had a nice day, so I wanted to get this review done. But in regards to the flame broiler option, it's been a really cool feature, a feature that I never really thought about. My old Monument pellet grill was pretty basic in design, didn't have anything quite like this. So it's a really cool feature. It holds temperature well, it regulates very well. No complaints. It's been a great option for us so far. All right, so once again, I've been very happy with it. A couple other features I didn't mention before, but it does have the fold-out table essentially right here that you can prep things on. So you fold it out, snap it in. It's got really nice wheels on it with locking mechanisms on them as well. Easy to move around. But overall, the design of this, durable, it looks sharp. Got a nice cover to protect it from the elements, but so far I've been very happy with this. Like I mentioned before, I did make some adjustments so that it matched what we needed a little bit more. And all in all, the adjustments that I made in the aftermarket accessories, we're still looking at under $400 for this combination. Even with it not on sale, $599, you're not going to find much cheaper than that with the quality that Pit Boss has. I've loved Pit Boss. I have the Copperhead vertical smoker as well that I love to use as well. So it's a good brand. I know it's a good brand, but I was excited to test this out for myself. It is a huge space saver, and it's just been working great. And now that I've gotten it fine-tuned and adjusted and learned how to cook on it, that's an underrated part of these grills and smokers, is learning how each one cooks a little bit differently than others. We've gotten that dialed in pretty well, and so far been very happy. Once again, the things I would change is just adjustments to the racks. At the end of the day, if I could move that charcoal basket up and down without having to buy an aftermarket attachment, that would be awesome. That would be a simple adjustment that I wish that could be made to this, but at the end of the day, I spent $40 to make that adjustment possible. The cooking grates are nice. I will be upgrading to more cast iron on both sides. You might have noticed on the smoker side, I already had the cast iron in there. Those were $35 on Amazon. I'll link them into the description as well. But all in all, I've made some adjustments, and I'm still coming in dramatically cheaper than any other combo that you're going to find out there, and it's a really good quality. So adjustments to the racks would be something that I would recommend, or something to look out for when you're trying these out or checking them out at a local store. But in terms of cooking quality, durability, usability from the smoker and grill side, I've been very satisfied with this. And if you do have a Tractor Supply near you, I would highly recommend checking this out, because that is the only spot that I have been able to find the pellet grill charcoal grill combo. So once again, everybody has the propane wood pellet grilling combo. Not everybody has this combo. So if you're somebody like me that loves the flavor of charcoal grilling but also loves pellet grilling, this would be a great option for you. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions, and I'll continue to answer them as they come up. Thanks.